Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to this month's Runescape Wiki's money making guide for skilling. Now if you are brand new to the channel, this is a series we go through every single month to highlight some really good money makers on the Runescape Wiki which are up in price and worthwhile doing. Now while we go down all these methods, I'll sort of shout out the GP per hour, along with any little hints and tricks I've picked up from doing all the money making videos over the past couple of years, just to make you a little bit more profit while doing these methods. Now what I would say, if you're someone who is at the highest level of PVM, these videos aren't really aimed for yourself. We do a skilling and combat version of this sort of method. And what it's aimed for is for those players who are trying to make a little bit more GP in the game to level themselves up to that high tier of PVM and also level themselves up to the high tier of money making methods as well. However, I really hope you enjoy this video. Let me know any feedback down below. This is one of those series where I'm looking to tweak and adjust over the next couple of months just to make it a bit better rather than just being me talking over the RuneScape Wiki, which it kind of is, but if I can make it better, I would like to do that. So any suggestions for that, please drop them in the comment section down below. If you are enjoying the videos, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, and drop me some comments. It really helps with the algorithm and helps me to be found by more and more people to hopefully help them with their RuneScape free time. Now, without further ado, let's go and get started for the February version of the money-making methods for skilling. So with skilling, there's a few things which are always going to be the basic thing. One is that Croesus always seems to be the undefeated champion of skilling money-making. A duo Croesus hour is roughly going to pull in about 57.8 mil profit. Now something else which is quite common with skilling is that rune crafting is also very, very strong. Necrotic runes are for some reason better than standard runes, and I can't see why, because whenever I look at Market Watch, the necromancy runes always seem to be so fluctuating in price. But spirit runes, according to the wiki, with 110 rune crafting is going to pull in 50 million GP per hour. The Vault of Herodetis is going to be 49.7, Bone Runes is going to be 48.4, and Flesh Runes at 47.7 mil as well. Now I've got some really good news, is that 7-day bond over the next couple of weeks is going to be locked away to do nothing but necromancy runecrafting for a full 2-week bond, so hopefully we can see if this is going to be correct and that necromancy runes really are going to be that level of profit. We have the Gates of Aladenis, which is always up and down, but it's mainly reliant on the price of a memory dowser. If the memory dowser is up in price, that's what makes Gates quite profitable, and because it's had a bit of a resurgence in its price, 46.9 mil per hour is currently the estimated profit for Gates of Aladenis. It can be significantly higher or lower though, depending on how lucky you are with the memory dowser. The 4-person Croesus is going to be 46.2 mil. The Miasma runes for Necromancy runes is going to be 44.9. Blood runes for the Abyss is the first of the normal runes, and this is with the Catalytic Anima Stones, 42.2 mil per hour, and we then have water runes, 42 mil. Completing the Asuran Arsenal, which is going to be the heist on Anachronia, is going to be 41.7 mil, mainly because it doesn't have as many sort of drops as what the Herodetis one does, and the drop table is a little bit different. Considering it's a higher level, the drop table is slightly worse. Water runes for the Abyss without the wild runes is going to be 40.1. We have Astrals for the Abyss at 32.9. Cosmic runes for the Abyss at 31.9, crafting the nature runes as well for the Abyss 30.3. Again, rune crafting has so many dynamics in terms of like how much GP it can make. You can really sort of pick which one suits your level best and also your requirements best, and really dial in and make a lot of GP with rune crafting. We have Big Game Hunter, the tier 2 dinosaurs, is 26.2 mil. Like we mentioned over the past couple, not always the highest tier of money making methods, potions, crafting, whatever skill it is or whatever item it is. The top tier normally doesn't sell for the highest price. Sometimes the bottom and mid tiers can provide more profit. It's always about checking out margins and checking what it's currently like. But tier 2 is 26.2 mil. We have Air Runes for the Abyss at 24.2. Death Runes for the Abyss 22.9. We have Alchemist Chest, where you go and loot the chest. 21.9 mil for that. Still very, very good. I had my doubts about this a couple of weeks ago. Might be a couple of months now. And I actually went to go and test the method out, and it was even better than this. This was very, very good. My big sort of highlight for this one is try to buy the keys as best for price as possible. Even if you're buying them over a period of time, the more you save on the keys, it's just going to add on some extra profit as well. Tier 1 dinosaurs is 19.3 mil. Super Saradomin Flask 17.2, and Aggression Potions 14.8. We have the Big Game Hunter Tier 3 dinosaurs 14.6, so significantly less than the Tier 1 and also the Tier 2. We have Weapon Poison Double Plus 14.5, Incense Sticks with Spirit Weeds 14.2. Decorated Urns are up in price, but again, I would highly recommend checking your margins. 14 mil per hour is what's quoted with this, and this is using the lunar spells to fire the urn. The kind of profit is working on GE prices significantly lower than what they used to be, and it's kind of predicting the wiki that you're going to make 1.9k sort of earns per hour. It might be sheerly down to the fact that the soft clay is a lot cheaper, but I would 100% check that one to make sure the profits kind of line up. We have summoning potions 13.8. We have screening using sift soil for ancient gravel 13.5. We have seen a lot of the ancient gravel materials go up in price on Market Watch, so I can kind of believe that one, that's up in price. Pattern hides with Black Dragon Hide 13.4, Super Anti-Poisons 13.1. Just going back to the Black Dragon Hide, that has no requirement. You can literally make that on a fresh account. Admittedly, you're going to need some GP to kind of like buy the Dragon Hides and keep them turning, but you have no requirements for that as well. We have Super Anti-Poisons 13.1, Sharp Shell Shards 13.1 mil per hour, and we have Lanternine Incense Sticks 13 mil. Royal Dragon Hides are just under 13 mil to 10 per hour. Ghostly Ink, the powerful version, 12.8. That is very much up in price. The 90 Necromancy is a little bit of a stumbling block, but again, that is definitely a good way to go and make some GP. All of the inks are very, very good. We have Dinosaur Propellants, 12.3 mil. The Anachrony Agility Course is 12.1. That is very, very good. And Smelting Primal Bars, 12.1 mil. Crafting Astral Runes, 11.7. Saltwater Mud with Sift Soil is 11.5. Super Strength Potions, 11.5 mil. And Sift Soil with Fiery Brimstone is 10.9. Greater Ghostly Ink is 10.9 mil as well. We have Money Chest with a Pack Yak, 10.8. Super Defense Potions at 10.6 mil per hour. Again, a lot of those mid-tier Herblore potions are going to be between the 8 and sort of 12 mil mark, depending on what they are. And most of the time as well, they're worth your time checking the margins for because they could possibly be higher. Starbloom Flower into Cloth is still absolutely solid at 10.5 mil per hour. Primal Extracts at 112 Herblore, 10.3. We have the Torstal Incense Sticks, 10.1. Dazzling Whirligigs, 9.6 mil. These have crashed quite hard, but I think we're kind of in that limbo mode where the roses are very high and the powder's starting to crash. So give that a couple of weeks. That'll sort of level itself out and go back to being 30 mil per hour. Dinosaur Eggs from Segregation, 9.1. Ignis Jinku's down a little bit, 9 mil per hour. They can be upwards to about 11 sometimes. We have Weapon Poison, triple plus, 8.5 mil. Infernal Magic Incense Sticks is 8.3 mil. Very nice there. Royal Dragon Hide with Make Leather, 8 mil. Not worthwhile doing. You'll make considerably more just using it on a portable crafter. We have Volcanic Ash with Sift Soil, 8 mil per hour. Again, other soils are better. The wiki is actually really good for this. It gives you all the different options of the soils to compare against and to work out which one's going to be the most GP. We have Crafting Clockwork, 7.8 mil. This actually works, and I have no idea why. Like, the volume of Clockworks, people are somehow buying. It just doesn't really make sense to me. Super Attack Potions, 7.6. We have Blessing Extra Fine Sand, 7.3 mil. These are still trying to find their price. Again, there's so much extra fine sand coming onto the Grand Exchange and only so much demand for the blessed sand. Check your prices before doing it, but in terms of how much you can make per hour, the wiki sort of recommends about 2.8k, so you can work out how much you're going to make with that. Air Runes with a Wicked Hood, 7.2 mil. Stonewall segments, 7.1. These are going up more and more because of the construction update coming, so definitely keep an eye on those. Again, one of the best ways to make some profits as a fresh account. Super Prayer Renewals are 7.1 mil. Glorious Bars at 7 mil. Necronium Bars at 6.9. Crystal Chinchompers at 6.8 mil per hour. And Performing Powerful Essence Rituals is 6.7 mil. We have Standard Screaming Fiery Brimstone at 6.7. Manifest Ectoplasm at 6.5. Unfinished Dwarf Weave Potions is 6.5 mil per hour. And Double Cannonball Smithing at 6.4. Very solid, to be fair. Like, it's such a good AFK way to make some money. We have Constructing Frames at 4th Room Free. For Elder, it's 6.4 mil. I should have hopefully done now the construction breakdown of how you can make money with construction. So hopefully I can link it in this video in the corner in the description. If not, there'll be plenty of videos I think you guys will enjoy somewhere around there as well. We have the Tazar Her Traders at 6.2 mil per hour. Again, that's starting to settle as well as some of the other thieving methods. We have Smithing Masterwork Armor at 6.1 mil. Lords and Ladies at 6 mil per hour as well. I would kind of put those above the traders because the gem still hasn't really settled on its price, and I still think it's very much up and down. Dragonstone Jewelry, 6 mil per hour. Magic Frames is 6 mil as well. The Shifting Tombs chest only, just under 6 mil per hour there. Standard Teleport Tablets, their House Teleports is 5.8. Regular Ghost Ink, 5.7. We have the Primal Extractor 102 Herblore, 5.4 mil. And Crafting Soul Runes is 5.4 as well. Elder bars is going to be 5.3 mil per hour. We have quite a few different things for Thought Through Free. I'll cover it in the Thought Through Free video when we get there. But the first battle staff, the Earth battle staff, is going to be 5.2 mil per hour. These have crashed down a little bit, but I think it was mainly because like some elements of the battle staff were a bit too cheap, so it was making a bit too much profit. Botanist Ammy is 5.2, Casting Bones to Bananas 5.2 mil. These are two incredible ways to make some profit on free to play. The Botanist Ammy, you can actually just make the necklace and then you can sell it at a later time, but they're very good ways to make money, very low level. Cutting Granite 5.2 mil, Folding Glorious Bars 5 mil, Creating Divine Charges 5 mil per hour, Vibrant Energy 4.9, which I think is a little bit of a recovery from where it's been the past little while. And Charging Dino Arrows, the Jazz ones, is making roughly about 4.7 mil profit. Hopefully that is a video which has been released as well, because we're going to go and have a look at those. Menaphos Market Guards are going to be 4.5 mil, Greater Necroplasm Rituals 4.5, Collecting More My Fungus 4.5, and Crafting Ganodermic Visors 4.3. A really good method that if you slow buy both the flakes and also the visors, you can make a lot of money with Ganodermic Visors doing that method. Wizard Tower Mages 4.2 mil. This might be a little bit lower than that because I think a lot of the rune prices are still sort of coming down a bit. And Ascendery Bolts taking a bit of a big hit in terms of the money making method. They've dropped to 4.1. I think the sell price has gone down a little bit, which is why it's not as good as what it was, but it will return to that price at some point. Smelting Orichalcum Bars 3.8 mil per hour. We have the Gobi Scavengers 3.8 mil. Smelting Adamant Bars 3.7, Prayer Potions 3.6. We have the Looting the Shifting Tombs of Full Completion 3.5. Just do the chest, you make some more money. Cutting Jade 3.4. We have Small and Large Historic Crates 3.4 mil per hour. Collecting Bictros 3.3 mil per hour. Still very much worth doing, especially if you can do something where every 6 minutes you teleport to go and loot them. Elder Logs 3.2, Sorrow Brews, the standard ones 3.2, Regular Cannonball Smithing 3.2 mil per hour, Dragonstone Rings 3.1, we have Bonvars 3 mil per hour, which is pretty good for Bonvars actually. I would normally do that as a very AFK way to make some money, between 2 and 4 mil, so Bonvars pretty much down the middle. Soft Clay 3 mil, Glowing Fungus for Ashes 3 mil per hour. Onyx Bolts, very similar to Ascendery, on the way down quite a lot, 3 mil, but that will just be due to what the current price is and what they're selling for. Acadia Logs 2.8 mil, Honeycomb 2.8 mil, Primal Ores 2.8 as well, and Concentrated Coal Rocks at 2.7. Now we're starting to get to the point where I would sort of like suggest there's other methods to go and do. The fact we've got things like Stonewall Segments, we've got Blessing Sand, and other very different forms of low level money making. Anything kind of below here, unless it's going to bring you some AFK-ness or some XP, kind of like Smith and Elder Rune, it's not really worth doing anything sort of below this, but there's definitely things if you wanted to go and have a look at, to go and check out as well. But to me, anything below sort of 2.5 mil in terms of the skilling, it's going to have to either be really, really hard AFK like Blue Blubber Jellyfish, Acadia Logs, or those Primal Laws, as well as the Elder Smithing, or it's going to have to be something which gives you considerable XP. The methods I just mentioned are AFK and also give considerable XP. The methods beforehand can also be AFK, they can also give you incredible XP, but they will make you significantly more money. Now the purpose of this was just to give you guys some ideas of some different money makers. Over February, because we're going to do so many double uploads, there'll be quite a few of these methods we'll go through in further detail, just show you guys how to make some money with it. However, I'm going to wrap the video up. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave me a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, hope you've enjoyed, I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.